Hi, my name is Wang Yitang, the inventor of Wayne's Therapeutic Stick. I will describe the origin and the method on how to use Wayne's Therapeutic Stick. We all agree being healthy is important. At the present, we have good technology and the best medical facility available. But it appears that there's an increased trend of civilized disease. The main reason is we eat too well and exercise too little, especially those who are constantly in the air conditioning room or under a lot of working pressure. This will result in poor blood circulation problem, slower movement, pain and numbness symptom. By using Wayne's Therapeutic Stick, you can easily heal yourself. Now I will demonstrate how to use this stick on your entire body by yourself. Now it is a self-demonstration of the stick. First, I will demonstrate how to use this stick by yourself. Now I will demonstrate how to use this stick by yourself. I recommend using this method by yourself from your head to your toe in 10 different parts. First, we will take the cap off, and you can see the stick is loose. So when you tap your head, you will not get hurt. I will show you how to use the stick on your head. The safest method is the top 10 centimeter of the stick. Typically, people use their finger to massage their head. By using Wayne's stick, you can achieve better effect. Tap yourself with the stick in a circular motion. And this is good for someone who has headaches or cannot get to sleep, or for someone who is losing their hair. This is because the cell on your head is not functioning well. Tap your head in a circular motion, and this will stimulate this cell. By reviving this cell, it will eliminate these problems. Tap it slightly in a circular motion. If you drive long distance or sleep and want to sleep more, or if you have allergy problem, you can solve this by tapping your forehead in the X pattern. Avoid your nose. Close your eyes and enjoy the effect. When your forehead is red, it means your blood is circulating and you should be energetic. It should have a great feeling. If you have a migraine headache, do not tap your temple because this is dangerous. Tap the back of your ears instead. When you tap your ears, do not use the center of the stick because this is dangerous, but use the end of the stick. Tap the back of your ears instead. Tap lightly, do not tap in the center. Tap at the end of the stick instead. Use your right hand and tap your right ear, and use your left hand and tap your left ears. You can also exercise both your hands this way. What a great way to exercise both your hands and remove your headache all at the same time. If your neck or shoulder is stiff, you can relieve this stiffness by tapping your neck. Do not use the stick horizontally. Tap with the end of your stick lightly on your neck for 3 to 5 minutes. This will relieve the stiffness and you should feel a great sensation. Turn your head left and tap your right neck. Turn your head right and tap your left neck. This is easier to reach. Do not tap horizontally. Always tap in an angle. This is the safest way. Tapping your spinal cord. Raise your hand high and tap the spinal cord. Remember to use 45-degree angle. Now, tap in your shoulder. Tap from the end of the stick to the center of the stick. You can tap harder when you are tapping your shoulder. Use your left hand to tap your right shoulder and use your right hand to tap your left shoulder. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Your muscles should feel more relaxed. This is part 2. Now for part 3. Now grab the end of the stick and tap the center of your back. Raise your arm high so it's easy to reach your back, and move down the back. There are 2 pressure points. Tap it. It should make you feel great. Also open your mouth slightly. When you do this, do not hold your breath. If you hold your breath, you'll be hurt. You can also tap both sides of the area that you can reach. This is good for cold, and heart stroke, poor blood circulation, and poor lungs. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Repeat this exercise and it will help your body. Remember, this is good for your health. Reverse this grip on the handle and you can tap from the bottom to the top. This is good for area that's hard to reach. The part of your back you cannot tap from the top, you can tap from the bottom. And this is called a backhand tap. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes and you should feel better. Now we'll go to your chest. Part 4. Tapping your chest for chest problem. Hold the handle toward the front and loosely toward the back. And tap with your wrist. Make sure it is loose in the back and it should be like a seesaw. Tap your chest with the front part of the stick. Slightly open your mouth when you do this. Tap top of your chest if you cough a lot. Also tap your chest if you feel like something is stuck in your throat, or if you have hard time breathing. Tap your chest. This is good for chest pain, poor blood circulation, constant cough, and poor heart condition. When you tap it here, it should be parallel to your bones. Tap up and down for 3 to 5 minutes. It should be parallel with a slight angle. Do not tap perpendicularly to your bones. When tapping your heart, do not use too much force. You should pick up the pace, same pace as your heartbeat, 72 beats per minute. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes, up and down. And if you hit a sore spot, add a little force. Tap another 3 to 5 minutes, and it should make it feel a lot better. Open your mouth when you do this. Remember to do this for 3 to 5 minutes. Now this is the end of part 4. Now we'll begin part 5. Now for part 5, tapping your arm. It is ideal for someone with sore and numb arm. First, tap the junction between your shoulder and your arm, the tricep area. Sometimes older people have problem lifting their arm. If you have this problem, do not force yourself. Tap your tricep for 3 to 5 minutes. Your muscle will be relaxed and you can easily raise your arm. You no longer need to worry about sore or numbness in your arm. Now we'll go to your palm. Tap from the top of your palm to your shoulder, then turn your hand around and tap from the top to your backhand. This route is the same as your blood circulation route. Do not tap perpendicularly. Always tap in an angle. To tap this area, turn your arm this way when you tap here. This is from picking up the phone or bend your arm doing work. Tap here. This will help your blood circulation. Tap it some more. Now tap your palm, because this is the end of your nervous system. Tap it until it turns red. This means your blood is circulating. You should feel numb and good throughout your arm. Remember not to tap it perpendicularly. You should do the same for the other palm of your hand. Raise your hand and tap your underarm. If you have problem reaching your back with your hand, you should tap your shoulder. This will relax the muscle, then it's easier to reach your back. The more you tap on your muscle, the easier it is to reach your back. This is part 5. Now for part 6. Part 6. Tapping your waist. Because our back is S-shaped, it is not easily reached. If you stand straight, it is not easy to tap. Bend your back in a 90-degree angle. Use reverse tap like this. You can see once you bend down, it is easy to tap. Tapping here is good for someone who has degenerative arthritis or spur. This is ideal with someone with backache. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Now stand up, use your right hand to tap your left waist ligament in an angle. We hurt our waist ligament from improper stance or if we sit in the office all day long. This will result in not using your waist muscle, or if you have a sore waist, tap here is great for it. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Now turn to the other side, twist your body a little, then it's easy to tap. Remember, this is our kidney area. Do not tap here. It is okay if you tap very lightly. It is not highly recommended to tap the kidney area. This is part 6. Now for part 7. Part 7. Tapping your abdomen. If you have gas indigestion or poor digestion, tap here is great. Grip the handle toward the front and tap your belly button first for 3 to 5 minutes. Then tap your abdomen area in a clockwise in a circular pattern. Make a bigger circle as you proceed. This is the same motion as your chi. When you hit a sore spot and it sounds like pong pong pong, then tap a small circle clockwise around the sore spot. This is good for digestion and constipation. Tap your bladder if you have problem holding your urine. By stimulating the bladder muscle, it will increase the ability to hold your urine. I recommend tapping your bladder for women who has pain during their menstrual period. But if it hurt too much, tap the bladder 1 week before the menstrual period. It will relieve the pain during the menstrual period for women. This is step 7. Now for step 8. Step 8. Tapping your upper leg. Be careful when you tap here because this is your sciatic nerve. Bend your leg in a 90-degree angle and it will be easy to tap. The sciatic nerve is the center of your nervous system. It is easy to tap in a 90-degree angle. This is because you have too much meat in your bottom or too much muscle in your leg. So do not stand up straight. Bend your leg in a 90-degree angle and tap it. And it is easier to hit the target. There is a different method of doing this. You can put the cap on, which will concentrate the force. Put the cap on and tap with the center of the stick. By putting the cap on, it will serve 2 purposes. First, it will focus the strength. And second, it is quieter at night. You can do this without disturbing your neighbors. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes or more until you feel sore and numb. This indicates that you have tapped the target nerve. You should feel good by doing this. Then, take off the cap, stand up straight, and tap your outer thigh. Sometimes it feels sore and numb from poor blood circulation. For your inner thigh, you can tap like this up and down. There is a blood vessel here. By tapping up and down here, you will increase the blood circulation in this area. You can do the same thing for the other side. Turn your body this way, tap from the top to your knee. Step 9, from your knee to your calf. It is better to tap in a 90-degree angle. To do this, it is better to use a chair. Sit down, raise your leg, and place it on your thigh. Tap your knee first, then increase in a circular pattern to find a sore spot. Remember, do not tap using the center of the stick. This will put too much force in this area. Tap by using the end of the stick. Because there's a lot of bone and no meat or fat around this area. Remember to tap lightly. Tap until you find a sore spot. When you find a sore spot, tap this area some more because it will stimulate this muscle. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Tap your knee some more. This will allow you to move your leg up. It will be easier to sit with your leg crossed. When your ligament feels sore, tap this area some more. Remove your shoe. Do the same thing for the other leg. You will feel sore. So tap your knee first. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Tap lightly first, then increase your force. This will allow you to move your leg up. Now it is convenient to tap both sides. You should feel more comfortable. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes more. If you climb a lot, it doesn't matter if you have any strength in your knee or in your ligament on the side of your leg. Stand up in the arch position. Bend your front leg, and your back leg should be straight. It is easier to tap. Tap in an angle. You can easily reach your inner or outer side of your leg easily. When you finish, you can change side. You can also tap this way in a reverse position. Step 9, from your leg to your calf. Now for step 10, tapping your feet. This will help your entire body. It will help your blood circulate, loosen your ligament, stimulate your peripheral nerve system. This is to massage your feet. Typically, you must go to your foot massage place to massage your feet. This is time consuming. There is a pressure point on the center of your feet. Tap this area first. Tap in an angle. Do not tap perpendicularly. There is no time limit or force when you do this. Use the force that is comfortable to you. When you hit a sore spot, this indicates something is wrong with your internal organ. Tap it more to stimulate it. By tapping your feet, this will heal your internal organ. This is the end of your nervous system. Tap it more frequently. It will help your blood circulation throughout your entire body. For young people that are still growing, tap your toe because this will stimulate your growth. Because your toe is linked to a growth nerve on the back of your head, this is ideal for someone in their growth stage. Use your left hand to tap your right foot. Use your right hand to tap your left foot. The theory is the same. I have demonstrated how to tap yourself from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot. When you finish using the stick, there is a proper way to put the stick away. Squeeze the stick together and twist the end. It will form a circular pattern. Then, angle the cap first. Put the cap on. This is because each stick is straight and the fiber is straight. If you force the cap in, it can easily be broken. Angle the cap and put the cap on. This will prevent the kid from breaking it. When they bend the stick, there is strength in concentrating the stick. I recommend drinking 300 to 500 cc of warm water. Do not drink cold water. This will help your blood circulation and your metabolism. It will also help you dispose of your unwanted chemical or waste in your body through your natural metabolism. For your health's sake, I hope you can use this stick from the top of your head to your toe, from yourself, your entire family, and your friends. Hope you're healthy and prosperous. For section 2, I will demonstrate how to use this stick with 2 persons from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, broken down in 10 different parts. Now for part 1, tapping your head. If you have a headache, take off the cap. As you can see, the stick is loose. This is the same as finger massaging your head. Tap the head slightly in a circular motion. Remember to tap it lightly. The pressure applied should not be painful for the other person. When you tap yourself, you know exactly how hard to tap. But when you are tapping someone else, you must constantly communicate with her at all times, because you do not know if you are using excess force. Does it hurt? No, she replies. Tap it lightly. It should feel good and comfortable. If she feels slightly hurt, this is okay. It will stimulate this part of her muscle. You can tap the entire head, but there are two parts of your body you should not tap. This is the temple on her head. Slightly out part and above her eyebrow, it is called a temple. Do not tap this area because it's dangerous. Tap the forehead. If you had a hard time to get to sleep, or if you had sufficient sleep and want to sleep more, or if your nose are plugged or have running nose, tap the forehead is the best. Close your eyes and enjoy the effect. When you are finished tapping her forehead, if she has a migraine headache, what do? Please move sideways and tap the back of her ears. When you stimulate this part of the muscle, the migraine headache will go away. This is okay to tap her entire back head. This will relieve stress and pain from her head. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. Please remember, do not tap in the center of the stick. It has too much force. Use the end of the stick. This is the standard, and this is the best way to do it. This is part 1. Now for part 2. Part 2. From her neck to her shoulder. You can tap from the bottom or from the top, whichever feel more comfortable to you. Remember to use only the top centimeter of the stick, because your neck is a fragile area. By tapping your neck, this will help your stiff neck. Tap this area for 3 to 5 minutes to obtain the best result. Never use this stick perpendicularly or chop head style. Now for the shoulder. When tapping on the shoulder, you may tap harder, but do not use excess force. You can also tap across the shoulder. Grip the stick tightly on the front and loosely on the rear end. Tap with the wrist action. It is more flexible. Tap from the front of the stick, slowly move to the center, then to the end of the stick. Use less force at this point. Remember to communicate with the other person. When you tap at the front of the stick, the area contacted will be spread. When you tap toward the center, the force is more concentrated. By doing this, it will relax the ligament in our muscle. This is ideal for someone with sore and stiff shoulder. This is part 2. Now for part 3. Part 3. Tapping the back. There are many people with stiff back. She can lean on a chair. It is very comfortable in this position. You want to tap down her spinal cord. Remember to tap an angle or parallel to the bone. Do not tap perpendicularly. If you tap from the top, it is very easy. There are 2 pressure points on her back. Tap this area lightly. This is for someone who sits in the same position or do the same motion all day long. Sometimes you'll get what they call a career disease. If you tap like this, it would help it some. You can tap her entire back for 3 to 5 minutes. But when you do this, make sure her mouth is slightly open. Tap in an angle. That is the proper way. Tap down her back, but be careful. At the end of her chest bone, there is a kidney. Do not tap the kidney area. There are 2 spots that you do not tap. This is the kidney and the temple. You can move a little bit back. If it's sore there, tap it around the vicinity. Tap in parallel or in an angle. Do not tap perpendicularly. You can stand up or get on your knees when you do this. If you have degenerative arthritis or spur, tap in the X formation. This will stimulate the muscle. It will also relax the ligament. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. That is part 3. Now for part 4. Part 4. Now we'll go to her chest. This therapy is used for someone who cough often, or have asthma, or have chest pain. Tap her chest, but remember to slightly open her mouth when you're tapping. This will allow the air in her lungs to come out rapidly, so the air will not be trapped in her lung. When you are tapping the chest, remember you can tap faster to match her heartbeat. That is 72 beats per minute. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes, then move along her chest to find a sore spot. When you find a sore spot, move in a clockwise circular motion. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes more. This will relieve the sore spot. When you are finished, it should feel more comfortable, especially when she breathes fresh air. That is part 4. Now for part 5. Part 5. Tapping your arm. When you get older, you'll have problem raising your arm. This is because the tricep muscle has contracted. Tap the tricep area from the end of the stick to the center of the stick. Remember to communicate with her to see if it hurts. This will prevent the elderly person from not being able to raise their arm. This is a good place to start for someone who has a stroke. Tap it some more, then you can raise her arm easily, as you can see. Then tap down her arm. You can tap parallel or in an angle. Do not tap perpendicularly. Tap down her arm, then turn her arm and tap the inner side. Tap from the bottom to the top. You can see better from this angle. For people who have problem bending their arm back, tap the joint area. If you have problem raising the arm, tap the back joint. Move down the arm to the hand. Tap the palm of your hand, because this is the end of your nervous system, same as the bottom of your feet. Tap it until it turns red. This indicates your blood is circulating. Your problem has gone away. This is part 5. Now for part 6. Part 6. Tapping your waist. There are many people with sore waist. As you can see, when she is sitting straight, you cannot reach her waist. So please ask her to bend over as much as possible in an angle position. Tap an angle or parallel to the spinal cord. This is for someone who sits too long or who sits in the wrong position. If you have a sore or torn ligament in the waist, tapping the waist for 3 to 5 minutes. This will stimulate the muscle. As I stated before, do not tap the kidney area. Kidney area is no-no. Move down a little bit and tap it there. Tap your waist some more for torn and sore waist ligament. After 3 to 5 minutes, it should feel better. Part 6 is the demonstration for tapping your waist. Now we'll go to part 7. Part 7. Tapping your abdomen area. Please stand up. Tap this area for women who has pain during her menstrual period, or if you eat too well and sits in the office all day long. You will find a lot of food that has not yet been digested, which is accumulated in this area. Start from the belly button first, then tap your abdominal area clockwise in a circular pattern. This is to help her indigestion and massage her internal organs. If you have gas indigestion or constipation, or if you have problem urinating, this is good for it. When you find a sore spot and it sounds like pong pong pong, then tap a small circle clockwise around it. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. This will relieve the problem. For people with urinating problem, move down to the bladder. If you tap this area that hurts, this is okay. Tap a little bit more. Start lightly and increase the force around this area. This will cure it. Even if you have a tumor in this area, tap around it. It will slowly cure the tumor. I do not recommend drinking cold water after this exercise. Drink 3 to 500 cc of warm water. This is part 7. Now for part 8. Part 8. Tapping your leg. It is better to place her leg in a chair in a 90-degree angle. This is the most comfortable position. The sciatic nerve is located in the butt and is hard to reach, but in a 90-degree angle, you can easily tap it. For sore or pain or numb, this is a result of poor blood circulation. Tap like this. Tap lightly until she feels warm. For someone who has no pain, it should feel good. If she has a sore or torn ligament in this area, she will scream pain when you tap lightly in this area because it hurt. If it doesn't hurt, or if she can withstand the pain, you can put the cap on for the best result. This serves two purposes. First, force will be concentrated by tapping with the center of the stick. You will use the flexibility of the stick. Does it sore? No, she replies. If it feels sore, this is okay also. The second purpose is that it is quieter at night. You will not disturb someone who is sleeping nearby. This is very convenient. When you tap her leg, you can put on a cap or take it off. If she feels sore or numb on the side of her leg, you can tap all the way down to her knee. Tap for 3 to 5 minutes. It should feel better. If she feels sore on her inner thigh, you can tap like this. Tap in an angle, not in perpendicularly. This will allow women to lose weight locally. It is convenient for women with fat legs. This is part 8. Now for part 9. Part 9. From your knee to your calf. First, I'll start with the knee. Many people have sore or pain in their knee. If you tap like this, you cannot reach the target area. It is best to raise her leg and place in a 90-degree angle. It is more convenient to tap this way. Tap around the knee to find a sore ligament or poor blood circulation area. First, look for the sore spot. When you find a sore spot, tap this area some more, about 3 to 5 minutes. Do not use the front or the center of the stick. Use the end of the stick is safer because this area has a lot of bone. Tap lightly. Then tap all the way down to her calf. Remember to tap in an angle or parallel. Do not tap perpendicularly. This is the safest way. Now for the side part. Tap this area for recovery stage during a stroke or arthritis. Tap this area some more for 3 to 5 minutes. This is a great therapy for someone who feels tired from climbing mountains or stairs. Please stand up. Tap the back of her leg. You should be standing in the arch position with the back leg straight. As you can see, if her bend her leg, then you cannot tap this area. If you feel tired from bending down while tapping, you can also stand up and tap this area. And tap with the stick pointing down. It is more convenient. If you get cramps often, you should tap this area a lot for 3 to 5 minutes each time. This will relieve your cramp and make you feel better. Please have a seat. That's part 9. Now for part 10. Part 10. Tapping your foot. Please take off your shoes and pick up your leg. It doesn't matter if you're sick or if you have sore or pain. Tap the bottom of your feet is the best. This is the same as a foot massage. The center part of your feet is a pressure point. By massaging it, it will help your entire body and it should make you feel more comfortable. Remember to tap in an angle. This will help your blood circulation, loosen your ligament, stimulate your peripheral nerve system because your feet is not so large. It's just a little bit larger than your hand. You can easily tap the whole foot. It is convenient and it should be very comfortable. If you want to grow taller, you should tap the toe and the front part of your feet, because this will stimulate your growth. For someone with sore or pain, tap the foot for 3 to 5 minutes may not be enough. There is no time limit when tapping this area. Tap when you have free time. You probably don't have all day to do this. So, if you have time, tap your foot for 5 to 10 minutes per hour. There is no time limitation. Now I have demonstrated how to use this stick from the top of your head to the bottom of your foot. The most important after tapping exercise is do not drink cold water. I recommend that you drink 300 to 500 cc of warm water or warm tea. This will help you to dispose of your unwanted waste or chemical in your body through your natural metabolism. This will also help your blood circulation. This is our traditional therapy. It is also a natural therapy without any side effect. If you use this stick properly, it would help your entire body. Many people ask, is there so many therapy by using this stick? Basically, there are 5 functions by using this stick. Let me introduce these 5 functions to you. First, it helps your blood to circulate, and everybody can agree with this, because they use the vibration theory to stimulate and to circulate your blood system. Second, it loosens your ligament by using the vibration and tapping theory to loosen your ligament when it is very tight. By tapping it, it loosens your ligament. Third, it will revive your cell. When your cell become weak, your cell will be revived by vibration. Same for the contraction of ligament. It is because your cell has become weak, cause your ligament to become weak. By using the vibration, we will revive the cell. Fourth, it will help your indigestion and massage your intestine, because when you are not moving, your indigestion is slowed. This is because lack of exercise. By moving around and exercising, it'll help your indigestion and massage your intestines. This is the 4th function. 5th, it stimulates your pituitary nerve, reflex nerve, and blood circulation. Because the pituitary nerve will cure the sore, pain, and numb. This is the same when we massage our feet. This will help our blood to circulate. Stimulating this area will help our entire body. Besides these 2 functions, this therapy stimulates your immune system for the entire body. The immune system helps deliver your nutrition system. The length of your nutrition system is not visible to your eyes, and it is about 2.5 times the circumference of the earth. What is visible to your eyes is only approximately 20,000 kilometers. How can you dispose the toxin in such a long blood system? It can only be achieved through daily exercise and by using Wayne's therapeutic stick. If you exercise, you must do it properly. Do not overdo it and do not underdo it. If you overdo it, it will damage your body. And if you underdo it, then you don't exercise enough. Balance is the key. It's just like eating. If you eat too much, it is bad for you because your food is not fully digested. It'll accumulate in your stomach. If you don't eat enough, then you'll be malnutrition. It needs to be balanced. So, we designed 3 different sizes of this stick in a package suitable for everyone, depending on your body size. Grip the stick, and if you feel comfortable to you, then that is the stick you should use. So, when you are using it, it doesn't hurt your wrist. If you choose a bigger one, it is too heavy for you. You will hurt yourself, just like any other exercise. But if you pick a smaller one, it'll be too light and too short. When you are using a stick, the force is not enough. Every design has its purpose. So, choose the proper one. The middle stick is the standard, suitable for most people. because the length is designed to reach most of the area in your body, and it weighs 300 grams. The smaller one is convenient to pack for travel, and is easy to use on your abdominal area, unlike the bigger one. It is also easy to use on your knee. Each individual stick is only 3.05 millimeter long. The big stick is for large person, people who practice Kung Fu, because he has large muscle. It is ideal for someone who is practicing hip-butt karate. Remember to start slowly and increase the strength to the point where your body can withstand it. This is the safest way. Do not overdo it. It will hurt your body just like any other exercise. The most important after the exercise is that our body is composed of 70% water, and you should drink water after this exercise just like any other exercise. If your body is sore, numb, or in pain, use weighing stick as a therapy. If you do not have any problem physically, use Wayne's therapeutic stick as an exercise. After you exercise, you should drink water. Most people drink ice cold water because it feels good, but actually it is not good for you. Our cell will contract or freeze up when you drink ice cold water. I recommend you to drink warm water because after you exercise, your body temperature is about 37 to 42 degrees Celsius. It is better to drink something closer to your body temperature. This will facilitate the ability to dispose of waste or toxin in your blood system. If you drink something ice cold, the temperature is below 0 degrees Celsius and it will freeze up your cell. Using natural therapy is the best for you. Remember, our body is not a thing, like a chair. We are an animal, an intelligent animal. We must use the natural way to heal ourselves. It has been an honor for me to show you the method on how to use the Wayne's therapeutic stick. Often, a woman will have viscosity, which is very troublesome, typically after pregnancy or when she stands too long. It is like a bump on her calf all the way up to her leg. If she stands in an arch position like this and tap an angle from her leg to her calf, this blood clump will dissipate. This blood clump is a result of poor blood circulation in that area. If you tap that area, which will cause a better circulation by using the vibration theory, it will disappear gradually. By circulating the blood in that area, typically it will take 3 to 6 months. You may even prevent a surgery. Please be patient and remember that exercise takes time. You cannot achieve this in one single day. I hope you can use Wayne's therapeutic stick to tap your entire body on each member of your family, and I wish that you can share this information with your friends and everyone else. I wish you healthy and prosperous. Please lend a helping hand to people who needs it. Thank you very much.